Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? Oh, yeah. Another year has gone by in the Dinar community. How exciting it must be. Every year at this time, we hear the same thing, don't we? Time and time again. Not this year, but next year. Or in the beginning of the following year. That's what we hear all the time. Here's why my channel is down to earth. Because this is the stuff that you hear from people all the time. You ready? Before we get started, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not a subscriber, please do so. Because when you do, it helps out the channel. And I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, head on over to our friends at Money Metals Exchange. The link will be down below in the description. If you are a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code PIMPYSILVER. Yes, it has changed. PIMPYSILVER. So if you're watching this video and it's an older video, make sure you check on current videos because the code is going to be changing from time to time from now on. Also, I can be found on other platforms. Everybody knows I have my own website, Pimpy's News Network. Over here, I post videos that I can't get away with over on YouTube. Also, I have a group on Facebook called Pimpy's Investment Chat. Over here, we do talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. Come on over here and join us. It's free to do so. You can also come follow me on Twitter, MeWe, YouTube, and Odyssey. The links for all these platforms will be down below in the description. So for whatever reason, if I get removed off of one platform, you could find me on the others. Another year has gone by, and we already hear all the other gurus out there repeating the same old thing. Tell me if you've heard any of these things. The 800 numbers. We're waiting for them.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been
They don't seem to be there.
No longer in service.
1-800-IQD cash.
Recording an error. Please check the number and try your
Yeah,
call
that's
again.
right. No 800 numbers. Oh yeah, my favorite. I see the numbers on the back screen. No, this is what you see on the back screen. There's no rates on the back screen. There's no numbers on the back screen. It's just BS. Isn't that what you hear all the time? You've seen the rates on the back screen. Isn't that what they tell you? I was finally able to get video of the redemption centers, the ones that are standing by for the past 20 years. Yes, there the employees are, right there. They are standing by at the redemption center, right there. That's who's standing by after 20 years. And whatever happened to the guy with the codes? You know, the magical codes? Another year has gone by and there's an excuse why they haven't released the money to the public yet. One guy with all the codes still has not released them. Well, Pimpy, what kind of codes are we looking for? Good question, but I think I found them.
Where am I?
You are inside the source code.
What is the source code?
It's a computer program, Captain.
Yes, the source codes. Where are they? Where are the magical codes that we're supposed to be able to punch in that's going to release the money to the world? Multiple people claim that they have them. We know that there's a YouTuber out there that talks about the dinar, swears up and down he's got a friend that's got these magical codes. After all of these years, why hasn't he put the codes in? We're always told, well, black hats and the white hats, and we don't want the evil people to get it. Why don't you just take your foot out of your ass and tell the truth? You don't have no damn codes. None of these people out there have magical codes, all right? It's BS. Let me ask you this question. If you had the magical codes that would somehow release so much money to the citizens of the world that it would change their lives, it would free them from enslavement, why wouldn't you put the codes in? Why wouldn't you release the monies? Why wouldn't you free the people? Oh, we're worried about the bad people going to get them? No, they're not going to get them. If you had some magical codes and it should be released, whoever put the so-called codes together, I'm sure would have thought about all this stuff in advance and said, hey, to make sure that the bad people don't get them, this is how it should play out. Not using, oh, well, we don't want the bad people to get it as an excuse for another year to go by, and you still haven't put the codes in to release the money to the world. It's just BS. We have people out here in the dinar community asking the same questions all the time.
Show me the money.
Yep.
Show me the money!
Yep, that's right. Every year, all those peoples with the 800 numbers, redemption centers, rates on the back screens, people standing by, magical codes, we ask the same question every year. And what is that question again?
Show me the money.
And every year there's one excuse after the other. That's why here on Pimpy's channel, we're grounded. I try to educate people on what it is we're looking for, so you'll have a better idea of how close or far away we are from the actual exchange rate changing. That's right. So that was a big wrap up for 2022 when it comes to Iraqi Dinar. As you're well aware of, there are a lot of positive things happening, and hopefully they stay on track. That's the problem. Iraq staying on track. That's always been the issue. We know the 2023 budget is getting ready to be presented to the House of Representatives. What are they worried about? Of course, the stability of the economy and the stability of the currency. That's a problem when your currency is not stable. And why isn't it stable? Well, you have some very corrupt people who make money off the currency and the country being unstable. And these people have very powerful positions within Iraq. A lot of them are politics. A lot of them are backed by the Iranian mullahs. A lot of them have their own supporters within Iraq. You know, they support these people, but meanwhile, these same people are keeping them poor and still support these individuals who are corrupt. Case in point, like here in the United States, well, we have the Democrats. Okay. All right. So there are a couple things that they're talking about. They are going to set, it looks like, the oil price at $65 to $70. Yeah, man, that's cutting it pretty close, in my opinion. I'd keep it somewhere between 60 65. Because if the United States wants to continue to screw with Iraq, they could just lower the demand and cause the value to go down. But if I was Iraq, I'd smack back with turn around and saying from now on, no more greenbacks. We want you to use the Iraqi dinar, and we want to go to the gold standard. So how does that work? We'd be more than happy to sell you oil at a discount. But the deal is this. You have to use our dinars to buy the oil. Then they take their dinars and they run over to the central bank and say, hey, we want to purchase gold. And let's say gold is $1,000 an ounce. We'll be willing to offer you $1,020 per ounce. So they pay above premium for gold so they could gobble it up, and the central bank would be willing to sell it to them because it's more than what they're paying for it. People would come to buy the oil because it's at a discount. And they have no problems with swapping their currency for the Iraqi dinars and then paying in dinars and not the United States dollars, just like Russia's do. That would strengthen their currency big time. So we know that Soudani is planning to invest a lot of money in 2023 into private and public sectors, which is necessary in order to generate jobs. And if you generate jobs, then unemployment numbers go down. And if the unemployment numbers go down, there's no more governmental aid and people start paying taxes. So instead of you paying money out to help people, they are paying money in form of taxes. And as you can see right here, there is optimism for an agreement between Baghdad and Erbil when it comes to the gas laws. That's another biggie I think a lot of people are waiting for. So, you know, as long as they come up with some type of agreement, the sooner the better. This has been dragging on for a long time. Barzani is saying that there is a new opportunity to resolve issues between Baghdad and Erbil. Issues, just real simple. You're not going to take our oil. The Constitution was supposed to be as clear as day that we would provide oil and we would get a percentage of the budget. But anything above that oil is ours. And that's the fight that they got going on right now. They're refusing to give up the oil rights. The central bank has also said that they have made a series of decisions to restore the dollar market to normal. Yeah, which is the right thing to do. They need to control the exchange rate. So the Central Bank of Iraq on Saturday said that it's taken serious decisions to restore the dollar market to normal. And I think this is going to be an issue for the first couple of months going into 2023. But after that, there should be some stability and then growth for the Iraqi dinar. Said the governor of the Central Bank of Iraq, Mustafa, conducted a field visit to a number of banks that have started selling foreign currencies. Mustafa urged during the meeting that the departments of banks to facilitate the procedures for selling foreign currencies to citizens wishing to obtain it for the purpose of travel, treatment, and other things, noting that the Central Bank of Iraq has taken a number of decisions that contribute to the achieving stability in the foreign currency market. So they're allowing their citizens to actually own U.S. dollars, which is usually not what you want, as I stated before, but the more dollars that are available, the less demand there are for them, and the less Iraqi dinars that are available, then the more demand there are for those. So they're trying to balance it out as the dollar continues to magically somehow gain strength. But 2023 should be different. People believe that the Fed is done raising hikes for a little while and actually might cut back a little. If that's the case, then you're going to see the purchasing power of the dollar start to drop and other currencies start to gain against the US dollar. So as in 2022, I will say about 2023, and that is this. Al-Qademi got Iraq back on track with reform papers, despite all the obstacles and the lack of support. Al-Sudani appears to have the support necessary to continue these reforms. That's what we hope happens. We're going to find out just how much corruption is involved with Al-Sudani here very shortly. And we're going to find out if all of a sudden Sauder jumps back on the scene and starts making waves. And then we go through another wave of protests, which is not what we want. We'll see here very, very soon. My guess is we're going to see a real clear picture about everything the first 3 months going into 2023. Anyways, that's it for now, you guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you had a very safe and blessed New Year's. And hopefully this next year is going to be a lot better than the last. And we get to call them 800 numbers and check into the redemption centers and see the rates on the back screens. You know what I mean? Anyways, that's it for now. I'll catch you later. I'm out.